I am here to help you today to understand one of the number one questions I get from starting coaches. And here's the big question. When you want to take yourself seriously, you really only need these things.
Watch us and win with us.
I am here to help you today to understand one of the number one questions I get from starting coaches. And here's the big question. What do I need to do to start being a life coach? Now, I know some of you are saying this is kind of a silly question because I've been doing life coaching for years, or I've been doing it for several months. I've read a bunch of books. I've gone to Tony Robbins. I've been to Jack Canfield. I've been to several of these seminars, and I'm just doing what I've learned from them. Hey, that's great. That's awesome. When I started out, I actually was a life coach for years before becoming a master certified life coach because I read just about every book that came out in Barnes & Noble. I'd pick it up and I'd read it, and I felt like it was really helping my clients as well. But ultimately, the question is, when can you start taking yourself seriously? When can you start calling yourself a life coach? When can you start actually having so many clients that you have to start scheduling clients months in advance or really fill your schedule? What do you need to do to start? And quite frankly, when you want to take yourself seriously, you really only need these things. The first thing is you need a method to receive payments. It's never been easier than today to accept payments. You can accept payments, of course, through PayPal, Venmo, Zelle. It seems to be a new payment service on your phone just about every week. And so as long as you have a way to receive payments, you're good to go because you're going to want to sell packages. If you want to learn more about packages and how much you charge, please subscribe to this video, click like, look through the videos on this YouTube channel, and you'll see how much do I charge as a life coach. Secondly, if you're doing this as a business, you really need to set yourself up so you don't get in tax trouble. And so if you're using your first and last name, that's what you're doing in business, you don't need what's called a DBA. But if you have something like Excellence Life Coaching as a business, and you have a business name and people are sending you payments to that business name, you really need what's called a DBA. It stands for Doing Business As. There are several services that you can go to. You can go to LegalZoom.com. You can do a Google search. What do I need to start up a business in my state? Now, this is really, really important. Make sure you Google, what do I need to do to start a business in my state? Because each state has some unique tax laws that they have. I live in California. Yeah, we've got a lot. And so definitely if you're in California, you need to make sure that you Google search, what do I need in order to start a business in California? Do the paperwork, turn in the paperwork, because you will also need an EIN. An EIN stands for Employer ID Number. This is your tax number that you will use for your business taxes. There's some benefits in it because as a self-employed individual, you will be able to do some tax write-offs for your office expense, tax write-off for your mileage. But make sure, once again, that you either talk with your tax professional or you do a very thorough Google search to say, what can I do in order to get tax deductions for my business? That's all you have to do. Now that you have your business, if you have a business name or whatever it is, now make your business cards, make your website, make whatever it is. Now, let me just take a break here and let me encourage you, because what tends to happen with some of the people I've talked to, because they see what I do, they love life coaching, they want to be able to do this. It's such a joy to help people get unstuck and to achieve incredible things. And so people get really excited to do it, and then they get stuck in this because there are all these things, and you're not doing life coaching when you're doing this. Let me just encourage you. Do it fast, get it done with, and move on. Just do it. Get it out of the way, because as quick as possible, you want to take yourself seriously. You want to start up your own coaching business. So I strongly encourage you, go onto Google, search, what do I need to do? Make sure you have a method set up that would be professional to the people that you are charging. Do everything you have to do to set up your DBA, get your EIN, and you can get going. That's all you need to do to to get started from the business standpoint. Now, if you want to polish and figure out how do I become the best life coach that gets so many referrals that I have to put people off and I have a waiting list, well, click subscribe, click like, because this channel has tons of videos to help you become the best life coach you can be. Thanks so much. Look forward to talking to you more on the next video.
Watch us and win with us.